Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I'm going to do a couple of readings today. The first one I'm going to do because I'm kind of curious and sometimes a little nosy, but the season of the Braxton family values is on, and I was curious about Toni Braxton and her relationship with Birdman because I would have never pictured it. I would have never thought of it. I just didn't see. I thought maybe, Toni would have been a little bit too classy, for him. I didn't see them together. I guess opposites attract, but it kind of like threw me off. So I just want to see if this is a real relationship or not. So of course I did their birth cards, and Toni Braxton is the Emperor. And what is about the Emperor? Emperor is it's not very many men that can handle an Emperor woman because it's such masculine energy. This is a woman that kind of has the energy of a man, very masculine, very take charge, leadership, wants to run things, has very high ethics, but wants to be in charge. Is not a follower, is more of a leader, especially in the household and in the work environment. And a lot of men like to be men. So it's kind of hard for them to give up that kind of, power, And it's hard for a woman to step back from that masculine energy and that boss energy and to be the woman and allow the man to be a man. Where Birdman, on the other hand, he's a lovers. And with him, I always say with the lovers, their birth theme is to find love within themselves and not from other people. Don't look for it from other people. Look for it within yourselves and try to gain that balance within yourself, because they are constantly looking for like their twin flame. They're always thinking somebody else can complete them. They're always feeling something missing, and they have to realize, for them to be complete, they have to love and cherish and honor thyself. So, and it causes, when things get out of balance for them, it causes other things like the devil, which is, about addictions, vices, stuff like that. So, they have a tendency to either be in love, love, meaning that they love the wrong people. They like the idea of love, so they have many different relationships. The lovers in itself is all about choices. So a lot of times with the lovers, people see that and they think it's a romantic. Sometimes with that, it's like that person wants many different relationships because they like the idea of choice, especially sexually. Also with the devil, they could have vices like alcohol, drinking, drugs, stuff like that. If they don't get that balance within themselves and try to find that twin flame within themselves, they try to look for it in other people and other vices. And when things go out of whack, they can be a drinker. And so right then and there, it's a little strange. So if she doesn't mind him being unfaithful, who knows? We'll see. I don't know. What this reading's gonna show. Whoops. Oh, excuse this table. It has cards everywhere because I was looking for a deck earlier and I couldn't find it. And so I had all these decks out. And when you have all these decks out, I had all types of decks out, and I was like, oh, I haven't used that deck for a while. Let me use that deck. Oh, I want to, a lot of these readings I do, especially here on YouTube, is I like to try new decks and stuff, or decks that I don't use in my, all the time in the professional tarot world. I like to try them out here. So I ended up having decks upon decks upon decks all on this table. So you might see now with my readings, you might see some new decks that you haven't seen before, because or haven't seen me use before, because that was part of it. And you know what's funny is I still didn't find that deck that I was looking for. So, let's see. Toni Braxton, and his name is Brian Williams, Birdman. So Brian Williams, Toni Braxton, their energy. Brian Williams, Toni Braxton. Okay, so this is, I want the feeling to accomplish what she feels, or what she thinks in this relationship. And the same thing with him. What does he feel and what does he think in this relationship? So that's just going to help me understand it. So this is the deck I'm using. We'll see how this deck works. I should have used the Urban Tarot. I kind of like that deck too. I haven't really used this deck before, so I'm kind of curious at how it reads. This is the Heart of Stars Tarot. So we'll see. Remind also, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe. And don't forget to comment below if you have any questions or any suggestions. A lot of times I take a lot of suggestions from my subscribers. Sometimes if you don't see it, that means I haven't got to it. Sometimes it doesn't interest me, but most of the time I just haven't got to it. So, alright, so this is Birdman and Toni Braxton. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Sorry about this. This is 6 minutes and I'm freaking sitting here. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Relationship. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Okay. Alrighty. So, what she feels in this relationship, she feels like she wants to take care of him. She kind of looks, this is the compass, you know, she feels like she wants to, if you can see this card, so, or it looks like she wants to take care of him. She kind of sees him as injured or battered or injured or vulnerable. And she wants to take care of him. She wants to provide for him. So there's actually, she's showing here that there is some thought. You know, there is some feelings in regards to this man. She finds him as maybe a little broken. Okay, let's see what he feels. So with this, he's kind of feeling like she is one of many suitors. Remember I said, you see there's, whoops, we're going to get into it. This is just the energy surrounding. You see there's 2 suitors back there, but I find this is Birdman. So yes, he's very sensual. He likes, like I said, he's the lovers. He likes different sex partners. So he has 2. He has more than one, you know, partner. So, and it looks like, remember how she right here wants to take care of him and she's kind of catering to him. It shows that, like, you know, she's giving him flowers, and, you know, sometimes she's feeling like, oh my God, well, not she, him. Birdman's like, oh my God, leave me alone. Give me a break. Give me a minute. So she can be kind of clinging, and she's kind of catering to him. So, and I see this man, well, this is really a woman, but this is Birdman, very sensual. So I can see there's a sexual relationship. All right. So where does the cards feel these 2 relationship is right now? Is these all upside down? Oh, I must have messed them up. So, the Knight of Swords. So, it's the Knight of Swords. So, right now, the relationship right now is not too much really thinking. You know, it's like just going on actions. You know, just going with it. That's the Knight of Swords. You know, rushing out and just going with it. Not so much of thinking about anything. You know, just going for it. Not too much thought in place. Well, that's not good. Because I think on this Toni Braxton episode, the Braxton family, Evelyn thought, that Toni might be in love with this guy. So we'll see. Where does Toni feel this relationship is? She thinks it's a work in progress, but with this work in progress, they're not working. I always said, to me, the 8 is like working really hard at it. So, she's really working hard at it, but they're not really focused on the details of this. It seems like there's 2 of them. So, and usually it's only one person. So I see that they're both working at it. They're both working at it, but all this work, but they're not really focusing on the details of this relationship or a relationship. Let's see about him. Well, so he is the Ace of Swords. So I always say the Ace of Swords is, cut to the chase, get to the nitty gritty, knock the bull crap out. So what does that mean? Get to the chase of what? Of the Page of Wands. So he wants to knock out the nitty gritty and get to the chase of maybe of sex, basically. The Page of Wands to me is a very sexual, so he wants to just say, come on now, knock out the nitty gritty and come on, let's cut to the chase. Let's just get to the sex. So are they having a sexual relationship? Maybe not so much, even though that, the clothes are, maybe they're not having a sexual relationship right now. And so he just wants to cut to the bullshit and get to a sexual relationship. Which is kind of horrible that this card is the girl from the Harry Potter. It doesn't mean, anything like that. I'm just saying, I'm sitting here, I can't even believe I'm sitting here talking about that, and that's what's on this card. But it usually does mean, someone, or cut to the bull crap and, cut to the bull crap and get, cut through the bull. I don't know, we'll see. What does Toni need from this relationship? She needs a give and take. She needs a give and take. She needs, she also needs for them to work on it, and sometimes she has the problem of dealing in the past, like nostalgia. So she's kind of sometimes, thinking of the past, but she wants them both to really work on this relationship. But I think she feels that, remember I said she's like a leader, like this and that. I feel like she thinks she's like a Yoda, and I said that she wants to take care of him. So I think she feels like she can school him on something, which is strangely enough. But I'm seeing that there's some wands. I'm not sure that, I don't think that they're having sex yet. I'm thinking that it's a business kind of so far. It's a business for her. And him, he just is like, okay, and he wants some sex. So we'll see. What does he think? What does he need? She wants them to work together. She wants them to work together here and build, and work together here. What does he want from this relationship? He wants them to come together. He does want the 3 of them to come together, to work on it together. Not the 3 of them, but, it's a group effort. So to come together. There's still more. It looks like so far Birdman would like a sexual relationship, but it looks like this is business so far. Okay, where is this relationship right now for her? For her. This relationship is a burden for her. She's feeling a burden. She feels like she's taking the heat. She's she's carrying this dead weight. She feels like maybe Birdman is a dead weight. She feels like she is carrying it. If you can see that. Let's see about him. The Page of Swords. He's still, you know, this was a calculated decision, you know. This was a calculated decision, you know, for him. It's a calculated decision, you know. It was a planned decision. Okay, what does the card see in regards to this relationship? I don't even think it's a relationship. I usually do ups and downs, like reversals, but I don't really feel like doing that today. So we'll just work on this way with some of the cards. Okay, so the King of Pentacles. It's all about money. This is all about money, taking a stand. And the Hermit is all about enlightenment. So I don't understand, or going towards the light. I don't understand what that's about. And celebration. So what I think this is the King of Pentacles. This was planned. You know, this was planned. This is the Nine of Wands. So, you know, it's taking up a defense. You know, a proud standing your ground. And this is something to learn from, I guess. So, you know, and it's in celebration, so they're getting paid. There is no, this relationship between them two is not real. I see it on her. It's all about money. She's regretting it. She's kind of feel like she's carrying him on a burden. She does feel like she wants to take care of him, though. She does feel like she's wants to take care of him. Maybe that's why she feels like she's carrying the burden. Maybe she feels like she's doing more for him than what he's doing for her. This isn't a real relationship. I've seen a lot of my relationship readings, these celebrities. This is like the second or third one between J-Lo and, what is that, Selena Gomez in The Weeknd, and now this. It seems like a working relationship. You know, and it's like this was, now that I look back about it, you know, maybe she's trying more. He can't really be bothered. So, you know, she's trying more. Maybe this was a plan. It looked like the details weren't really worked out. You know, they came up with this together. There's something that they're both working on. The details, you know, they didn't really go into the details of it. But because she is an emperor, you know, she likes that control, that leadership. You know, she wants everything. Okay, you're going to do this. I'm going to do that. You're going to do this, do that. And I guess that's not how he works. And she's feeling the burden, like she's carrying this burden for him. So I don't think that this is a real relationship. So that's the end of the reading for Toni Braxton, Brian Williams, also known as Birdman. And that's it. I don't see any sex going on. He wishes there was some. He just really wishes that she would give him some. But he's not getting any. All right, now I think it might be all made up for TV or something to make them both look good, but no, this isn't a real relationship. All right. Talk to you guys later.